Testing 1, 2. Just under 15 minutes until post time for the qualifiers today. We'd like to welcome everyone. We have 5, 1 scratch. So 22 horses are qualifying this morning. The track is very good. 9 degrees is the temperature. We have some driver changes. In race 1, Mike Healy driving number 1, Late Night Dealer. Number 3, Tahuya Brew, Drew Smythe. Race number 2, number 3, Friar Voltaire, Drew Smythe is driving. In race 3, driving number 2, Cleveland Monica, Melanie Plourde. Number 3, Wish You'd Tell Me with Mike Healy. In race 4, Robbie Robinson will drive number 2, James Rains. Number 4, Beach Roller has been scratched. In race 5, Steve Germain will drive number 1, What's in the Esky. Number 4, Dr. Joe will be driven by Drew Smythe. About 10 minutes until post time. For the first of 5 qualifications. One exciting thing after a long time, we're getting a new teletimer. It's being installed in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be great, and it's going to be functioning each and every night. So I'm not sure about tonight. I don't think the three-quarter mile pole is functional today, but I'll check on that. Good to be out here on the 28th here of February. This time it looks like the qualifiers will go off roughly on time. Field of 5 in the first. Some high-enders, including Love by Rockin' Bird. Antonio Vecchio will be driving. Jeff Taylor is going for his driver's license. He's driving Dillon's Bank. Jeff Taylor has 4 drives this morning. getting very lucky for the forecast. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been raining at this point. Track is relatively dry, especially for this time of year. Horses coming out onto the track in just a couple of moments. Changes in the first race once again. Mike Healy driving number 1, Late Night Dealer. Drew Smythe driving number 3, Dahuya Brew. 9 degrees is the temperature. Horses coming out onto the track shortly. in race 5, late scratch of number 5, Get Your License, Liam. Get Your License, Liam is scratched in race 5. Field is coming out onto the racetrack. Number 1 is Late Night Dealer. Jerry Viancourt is the owner. With Mike Healy. 2, Candid Cameron, Stéphane Pouliot for a numbered Quebec corporation. De Tahuya Brew is number 3. Drew Smythe for Limco. Number 4 is Love My Rockin' Bird, Antonio Vecchio for Limco Incorporated. And it's Dylan's Bank, the 5. Jeff Taylor on debut in his professional driving career. Best of luck, Jeff. Already an accomplished trainer. And that's your field for race 1. Horses will be going to the gate shortly. Two of the big shooters in here, Victor Putty and Stéphane Pouliot, had great years last year. Stéphane Pouliot has likely got his very wet ready as he's stabled on the racetrack. Same with Victor Putty, racing some at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Excited to get Antonio Vecchio back as to part of the driving colony. Very popular member here from the United States of America. And Mike Healy pick up the drive on number 1 weight, Late Night Dealer. Trainer of number 1, Late Night Dealer, spent a lot of time working for T.P. Crawford. Many, many years. Widely known for that. Jerry has a couple in today. Looks like they're ready to go. Jess Taylor had a great year with a spectacular 2-year-old, hoping that will repeat itself as a 3-year-old. Exciting to see Jeff Taylor on the racetrack as a driver now. He has 4 drives in this morning's qualifications. My good buddy Sam Mulholland looked after my horses this morning at just about 4:30 a.m. he started. Hopefully he's home by now and watching a couple of qualifications. Perhaps either number 5, Dylan's Bank, or number 4, Love My Rockin' Bird, will be going to the front. They both have lots of early speed. Dylan's Bank on the outside. Louis Philippe has been driving Love My Rockin' Bird after a freshening. He'll be ready to go. The starter has called the field. This is your last chance to get a look at the horses for the first race. No wagering, as you know, for these qualification dashes. Moving in and lining up. Late Night Dealer, Mike Healy, Candid Cameron, Stefan Pouliot, Kahuya Blue, and Bruce Smythe. The Love My Rockin' Bird, Antonio Vecchio on the outside, Dylan's Bank, and Jeff Taylor. Field in the position and up to the start. It's a nice start. There goes Love My Rockin' Bird. On the inside, Candid Cameron. Dylan's Bank is hustling up on the outside for Jeff Taylor. Late Night Dealer is there next. Then it's about 3 back to Tahuya Brew, who is the early trailer. Jeff Taylor sends Dylan's Bank to the lead, leads it by 2 on Candid Cameron, racing from third, Late Night Dealer. Then comes Vecchio and Love My Rockin' Bird, and the trailer is Tahuya Brew. They come in front of the grandstand for the first time. It's Dylan's Bank being rated in that second quarter. He leads by 2 lengths on Candid Cameron, racing at from third. Late Night Dealer. Then next away, it's about 5 lengths for Love My Rockin' Birdie and the trailer on the way to the half. Tahuya Brew, they're at the half in 59 3. Into the backstretch they go. Dylan's Bank is on the lead. Sitting second, Candid Cameron, racing at it third. Late Night Dealer. Little whip tap urging to keep up for Love My Rockin' Bird and the Stallion trailing the field. That is Tahuya Brew. They're by 3 quarters. Dylan's Bank in 127 4. Here comes Late Night Dealer is up and driving quickly. On the inside, Dylan's Bank At the inside, third. Candid Cameron, third. Eighth of a mile to go. Here comes Late Night Dealer. Taylor and Dillon's Bank. Dillon's Bank, Jeff Taylor is going to win this one by a length. Late Night Dealer second. Candid Cameron third. Then comes Lev My Rockin' Bird, and rounding out the field, Tahuya Brew in 1:56 and 4, 28 and 2, 59 and 3, 1:27 and 4, the mile in 1:56 and 4. Jeff Taylor and Dillon's Bank in the first. From the first, Late Night Dealer second, Candid Cameron third, Tahuya Brew was fifth, Love by Rockin' Bird fourth, Dillon's Bank finished first. Rated mile by Jeff Taylor, 28 and 2, 59 and 3, 127 and 4, 156 and 4/5. Incidentally, number 5, Dillon's Bank, has been added to the LASIX program for this coming year. After a 10-win year, where he made almost $63,000. $70,000 was made by Love My Rockin' Bird. In race 2, Drew Smythe will drive number 3, Friar Voltaire. Number 1, Full Speed Steve, coming in off of a long layoff with some mediocrity, has the inside. Then it's number 2, Better with Glasses, a daughter of Better Than Cheddar. Had a good year, $45,000 and a record of 52 and 2, very impressive. Antonio Vecchio has to be thrilled with the power he has in front of him here. Friar Voltaire, Drew Smythe. 0 for 32 starts last year, but still 12 starts in the money. Century at Jazz is the 4, Stefan Pouliot. Had some gate issues, but was good back in December. Hopefully will be good to start the season. Number 5 is the windless Shadow Dave, but still 12 times in the top 3 from 24 starts. Looks like number 2, Better with Glasses, could be the pace setter here. She is on a remarkable filly coming from the Victor Putty stables. Some quality owners there. Michael Horwood, along with Victor Putty, Lloyd Stone, and a numbered Canadian corporation. Once again, Drew Smythe picked up the drive on number 3, Friar Voltaire. It was veteran driver Stefan Pouliot who made the lead immediately in race 1. Going to have his handful making the front here. It is a son of Better's Delight, so improvement is quite probable coming from the powerful Stefan Pouliot barn. Of course, Pouliot is hooked up with Sebastien Blais, one of the most sought-after catch paddock people available in Eastern Ontario. And here's your field full-speed stave. Jeff Taylor for April Murphy. Number 2, Better Blizz Classes. Antonio Vecchio for a numbered Ontario Canadian corporation, Michael Horwood, Victor Putty, and Lloyd Stone. Friar Voltaire, Drew Smythe. Number 4 is Century Jazz, Stefan Pouliot for Gestion Y.E. Blais Incorporation. And number 5 is Shadow Dave. It's Mike Healy for Anne Ramizon. And that's your field coming up to the gate for race 2. President of the National Capital Region Harness Association, the Mr. Gordon McDonald, out to you, the qualifiers today. Just a few moments to get ready for race 2. It'll be Full Speed Steve and Jeff Taylor. Better with Glasses, Antonio Vecchio, Friar Voltaire, Drew Smythe, Century Jazz, Stefan Pouliot. On the outside, Shadow Dave and Mike Healy. Field of 5 moving in and lining up. All eyes on number 2, Better with Glasses, the powerful filly from Better Than Cheddar. Out of a Wester Ideal mare, 45,000 in her 2-year-old season. It's the race 2 field. Pacers are into the backstretch and approaching the start. They're often pacing. There goes Better with Classes right out to the early leads for Vecchio. Dropping into the 2-hole, Friar Voltaire. Up on the outside comes Century Jazz. Then comes Full Speed Steve. Trailing early is Shadow Dave as they make the move off the turn towards that opening quarter. Better with Classes and Antonio by the opening quarter, 29 4/5. They come in front of the grandstand, up on the outside of the racetrack, rushing up to take over the lead. It's Century Jazz. On the inside is parking out there is Better with Glasses and going to go back on to the lead. About 2 lengths back to Fire Voltaire. Up the inside, Full Speed Steve in his 4-year-old debut by the half in 101 2/5. Up on the outside of the racetrack is Shadow Dave with 3/8 of a mile to go. Antonio Vecchio, Better with Glasses, is on the lead. On the outside of the racetrack, Shadow Dave is in second. Moving up on the outside, here comes Drew Smythe taking over third, 3/4 in 1:31 2. Off stride went Century Jazz. Taylor got around that one with Full Speed Steve, but it's all Better with Classes leading it by about 3. Drew Smythe and Friar Voltaire. Then it's Shadow Dave with 1/8 of a mile to go. It's going to be Better with Glasses eased up by 3.5, 4 in the end. A good second was Fire Voltaire, then Shadow Dave. The mile, 2 minutes and 4/5. 29 4, 101, 131 2. The mile, 2 minutes and 4/5 for number 2, Better with Classes. That 3-year-old filly by Better to Cheddar, owned by Horwood, Putty, and Stone. Victor Putty, the trainer. Antonio, the Italian stallion, the winning driver.
Ready? Hi, good morning, everyone. It's Gordon McDonald here. I'm up in the box with John. The races are looking great. The track is looking great, I must say. The weather, we lucked out. We were supposed to get some pretty heavy rain today, but looks like it passed us by, and we lucked into some pretty decent weather for the qualifiers, all things considered, especially this time of year. Looks like a lot of the horses are good and ready, and everything seems to be going well. John, great job on the announcement. Welcome back. It'll all come together over time, and it's good to see us get an early start. Looking forward to getting racing back up in March, and I'll see a few over in the backstretch. I'm on my way over there very shortly once I leave John. All the best, folks, and good luck with the rest of racing today. Cheers.
Well, we only have 3 trotters in the upcoming third. Number 1 is Southwind Russian, a 4-time winner from only 14 starts for Stefan Pouliot. Number 2, Cleveland Monica. Melanie Plourde will drive for Michel Carrière and Jean Carrière. On the outside is number 3, Wish You'd Tell Me. Mike Healy will drive for Jerry Viancourt. 5-time winner from 43. Almost 40 grand made. Clearly the richest. A new acquisition, Wish You'd Tell Me, for Jerry Viancourt. Very experienced trainer of trotters, a long history of success. And now here's the field. Number 1, Southwind Russian, Stefan Pouliot, for a numbered Quebec Corporation, Bruno Morin and Danny Genois. Cleveland Monica, Melanie Plourde is driving for Gestion, Michel Carrière and Jean Cartier. Finally, number 3, Fish You'd Tell Me, Mike Healy driving for Jerry Viancourt. On the December 23rd pickup, getting ready to go for Rideau Carleton. What a racing surface we have had today. This is still February, so this is great. Bodes well for the future. And it didn't rain, and we only has 3 qualifiers let. will be interesting to have a look at number 3, Wish You'd Tell Me, the newcomer here. Number 1, Southwind Russian. When he's good, he's very good. I'm certain Stefan Pouliot has worked on some different ideas over the course of the winter, so hopefully he'll get some consistency on his side. Pouliot, a very good horseman, so he has the knack with all kinds of horses really, but a trotter that is tricky like Southwind Russian is one that we will keep close attention on. The starter is called the Trotters. Stefan Pouliot, Southwind Russian, Kalizwind Nanika, Melanie Plurd, and on the outside, Wish You'd Tell Me and Mike Healy. Number 1, Southwind Russian. Looks beautiful on the racetrack. Field of 3 picking up the petitions into the backstretch. They're at the start. They're off and trotting. And there goes Wish You'd Tell Me, sprinting right out to the early leave. Unfortunately, Southwind Russian has made a break in stride. Khalees and Monica is second after an eighth of a mile. It's all Wish You'd Tell Me and Mike Healy striding strong and doing it exactly right by 2.5 lengths on that first turn. It's going to be Wish You'd Tell Me, an 8-year-old, by the opening quarter in 30 4/5. Wish You'd Tell Me leads this field by 3 lengths. Chafing from second, Cleveland Malika. Way back to an unruly Southwind Rushing. Perhaps the rail wasn't just the best starting spot for him. He has a great gait in striding, but just not up to it today. They're by the half in 102. Mike Healy, Wish You'd Tell Me, leading towards 3/4. Wish You'd Tell Me by 2.5 lengths. Cleveland Malika sits seconds. Way back to Southwind Russian, 3/8 of a mile to go. Healy steps on the gas a little bit now with Wish You'd Tell Me. Deep seat in this one. He's strong. 3/4 in 1:31 3/5. Wish You'd Tell Me looks very impressive for Jerry Viancourt and Mike Healy. Leads by about 2.5 on Cleveland Manika at the top of the stretch. It's a headstrong Wish You'd Tell Me, looking strong, drifting just a light down the center, but going to win this one by about 2.5. Wish You'd Tell Me wins it, finishing second. Cleveland Manika and Southwind Russian in 2:01 and 2 1/5. 30 4, 102, 131 3, the mile 2:02 and 1/5. Coming onto the racetrack is number 1, Isha's Treasure, Antonio Vecchio for Victor Putty and Limco. Robbie Robinson driving number 2, James Rains for Jeremy Marcotte. There's the Rocket. Number 3, KT's Roland Cole, Jeffrey Taylor for Elizabeth Atham. Scratch the 4. On the outside is Sunny Bow, Stéphane Pouliot for a numbered Quebec Corporation. Sunny Bow, a veteran by Sunshine Beach, 5-time winner from 31 last season. If there was wagering, number 5, Sunny Bow would be the heavy favorite here. Pacers and drivers moving in and lining up for race 4. Isha's Treasure, Antonio Vecchio is the driver. James Rains, Robbie Robinson, KT's Roland Cole, Jeff Taylor. On the outside, Sunny Bow gets Stéphane Pouliot. .154, 2 starts back for number 1, Isha's Treasure, right up on the gate for Antonio Vecchio. Field into the backstretch, approaching the start. They're off and pacing. There goes Stéphane Pouliot. Sunny Bow is right out to take the lead. Isha's Treasure is right into the 2-hole now. Racing third, James Rains, and trailing the field is KT's Roland Cole as they have about 8 lengths from front to back in this field of 4 marching off the first turn. Sunny Bow getting it all his own way. Vecchio pockets up with Isha's Treasure. The quarter's up in 29 2/5. By 2.5, it's Sunny Bow on the lead. Under a big hold to Stéphane Pouliot. Then it's Isha's Treasure from second, about 5 more back to James Rains. Then comes KT's Roland Cole, who's about 9 lengths off the lead, the half in 1 minute and 2/5. Sunny Bow leaves this field by 2 lengths. Isha's Treasure doing it nicely. Then it's about 4 more back to James Rains. Then KT's Roland Cole, 3/8 of a mile to go. It's all Sunny Bows, and it has been since the outset. Leading this one by 2.5 lengths down to 3/4 in 1:31, roughly, To the outside of the racetrack, here comes Geisha's Treasure up on the outside to take on Sunny Bow for the lead. I think this Stefan Pouliot is coming on strong on the outside with Geisha's Treasure once again to win this one, wrapped up in the end by about 2.5. Under the line, in a nice last quarter, the mile was 1:59 and 4. Geisha's Treasure second. Further back to James Rains and KT's Roland Cole. $29 and 2 was the opening quarter. Minute and 2/5 halftime, 129 and 4. The mile was 1:59 and 4, and it was Sunny Bow from gate to wire with Stefan Pouliot. In the 5th race, Steve Germain's drilled ride number 1. What's in the Esky? Steve Germain driving the 1. Drew Smythe driving number 4. Dr. Joe. Scratch number 5, get your license, Liam. Fifth and funning race coming out onto the track. Steve Germain will drive number 1, What's in the Esky. Melanie Blurd is the owner. I'm a Dude, number 2, Stéphane Pouliot for a numbered Quebec Corporation, Ron Bruno Morin and Benny Genois. Ray's Credit is number 3, Elizabeth Atham. Jeffrey Taylor is the driver. And it's Dr. Joe, the spade-laden horse. Drew Smythe is doing the driving. Field of 4 now, the scratch down reduced. Number 5, Get Your Licensed Leasem is scratched. Welcome back to Steve Germain, driving number 1, What's in the Esky. If I had to handicap this one, I'd be looking at number 2, I'm a Dude, 10-year-old, with Stéphane Pouliot driving, 5-time winner a year ago, 152 3/5, $33,000 in earnings. Number 1, What's in the Esky, also has early speed. I'm banking on number 3, Ray's Credit, and number 4, Dr. Joe, to be coming from behind. Moving in and lining up. What's in the Etsy is number 1, Steve Germain. 2, I'm a Dude, Stéphane Pouliot. 3, Ray's Credit, Jeff Taylor. Then Dr. Joe and Drew Smythe. Great morning for qualifying. Thanks to track superintendent Jeff Taylor for doing a great job getting us ready to go here in February. I think Jeff Taylor has shown a lot of patience and maturity for someone only doing their first set of drives. It's the 5th race field. Off the gate early is Dr. Joe. Along the inside, there's What's in the Esky striding right out to the early leads. I'm a Dude sits second, about 2 more back to Ray's Credit, who's now 5 lengths from the front. Dr. Joe is the early trailer. They make their way off the turn. What's in the Esky? Steve Germain shows the way by 3.5 lengths on I'm a Dude, and Ray's Credit, the opening quarter, 30 2/5. In front of the grandstand for the first time, it's What's in the Esky. Steve Germain leads it by 2.5. Then from second, I'm a Dude, about 3 back to Ray's Credit, pacing Night Race in third. About 4 more back to Dr. Joe, who really got unable to get his best gait here going as they go by the half-mile pole. They're at the half in 1:01 3/5. Onto the backstretch they go. It's What's in the Esky on the lead. I'm a Dude sits seconds. Then it's Race Credit in third. Further back to Dr. Joe, 3/8 of a mile to go. It is What's in the Esky. Steve Germain going strong in the front end. I'm a Dude is in second. Now tightening it up is Ray's Credit from in third. Following that one now, And way back to Dr. Joe, 3/4 in 1:31. Here comes I'm a Dude fronting the field now on the final turn. What's in the Esky is back to second. Raise Credit pouring it on now with 1/8 of a mile to go. Here comes I'm a Dude to the leap stretch Reed. And here comes Raise Credit is moving quickly for Jeff Taylor. Coming for the wire. Here is the wire. And it is I'm a Dude over Raise Credit, finishing back to third. What's in the Esky and the trailer was Dr. Joe. Top mile, 2 minutes and 2/5. 30 and 2, 1:01 and 3, 1:31. The mile, 2 minutes and 2/5. 2 minutes and 2/5. The final time.